Better than Hollywood, for sure. You're not a lip-tot anymore.
I miss, well, we lived about 45 miles north of LA. I was in the mountains in an area called Westlake Village, 1,000 Oaks. It's beautiful, really is. But I got tired of the taxes, the traffic,
the people.
I'm not going to move. How are you?
这里是川普的马拉歌庄园的宴会厅的外面。今天是2021年4月17号。棕榈滩共和党将在这里举办林肯日晚宴。今天这个晚宴可是不得了，请到的嘉宾有川普总统、蓬佩奥前国务卿，还有前商务部长罗斯、佛州州长 Ron DeSantis 和佛州参议员 Rick Scott， 还有很多其他的共和党重量级人物。川普总统将在这次活动上发表重要讲话。
Send that picture to your daughter. Yeah. Hey, you should say, he told me. Thank you.
We need everyone to take their seats, please. Please return to your seats.
Hi, President. Hi, Donald. Behind you. Thank you, Mr. President. Donald. Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President. President Trump. President Trump.
Forward, Ellen, push forward.
President Trump, we love you. We love you. Here's our beautiful president.
川普的前国务卿蓬佩奥这次要在这个活动上发表演讲。这是自川普离开白宫之后，蓬佩奥和川普总统第一次在一起。这是佛州的州长 Ron DeSantis， 他现在可是共和党的大红人，他的人气比蓬佩奥还要高。他也在这次活动上发表演讲。
I spoke with Ron today. We both agreed we were here to honor Mike Pompeo, who's a great, great Secretary of State. Mike, what you were saying tonight, I think we're going to have to say over and over again, because they don't like to say it. But even something with North Korea, when I came in, everybody thought we were going to war with North Korea, including Barack Hussein Obama. He said to me in a meeting just before we took over that the most difficult problem we have was North Korea. And I was reading press reports, 30,000 people could die. No, 30 million people could die. Right next to Seoul. And you don't know what's going to happen. And we started off very rough. Kim Jong-un and myself, very rough. Much rougher than anybody had ever seen before. You remember when he said, we have a red button on my desk? And I said, yeah, I have one too, but it's after small.
It's been impressive.
And I was having lunch with him. I said, have you ever heard the song Rocket Man? Have you ever heard of Elton John? And he said, no and no. I said, never, right? It's a very interesting place. And he said, no, and I said, I'm going to send it to you. But I said that I give you a big favor, because I gave you a great nickname. The nickname was Rocket Man. And we can see you sitting on a rocket flying over any country. That was the sign of power. It's a brilliant nickname. It's a great nickname. I hope you're happy. No, I am not happy. You called me Little Rocket Man. Mike was there, and I said, do you mind if the press came in? And he's not big when press coming in. I don't think he'd ever done it before. And the press came in, and they were rough. Not so much with him, even not so much with me, but the way they poured in physically, they tried to push guards down. Unfortunately, these were North Korea guards. They didn't get pushed down. And it was a rough kind of a day for the press. But they were screaming out questions, and Kim Jong-un was answering questions and actually enjoying it. And he was good. And you know what? He's very smart. He's very smart. And he and I get along great. And you didn't hear any problems from North Korea. 4 years. This was going to be a country that we were going to have war with. And I guess that means possibly nuclear war, because he has a lot of nuclear stuff. You know exactly what he's got. That would have been a very bad thing, and we got along great. And not till just recently did I hear anything where he was extremely angry at this country and this administration. He doesn't like this administration. Terrible situation, terrible things happened, terrible things. At 10:30 in the evening, that election was over. And at 8 o'clock in the morning, it looked like they had stolen it and rigged it. And that's what happened. And by the way, just to get off the subject for 1 second, the question I get asked more than any other question is, can you assure us that our vote in 2022 and 2024 will count? Please assure us. And we will assure you we'll never let that happen again. And we haven't stopped working on that. We're not stopped working. Today, big things happen in various states, and we're not stopping. You know, we're not. I've had a couple of Republicans, rhino Republicans, say, "Sir, you're going to do great in 2024." I said, "No. Let's finish off. Let's go and find out what happened." A lot of things happening. We have a lot of great state legislatures who are working on exactly what happened. You know, they didn't get approval from state legislatures. In the Constitution of the United States, you must get approval to make changes from the state legislature. Now, that's on top of dead people voting by the thousands, illegal immigrants coming in, people that didn't live in the states coming in, voter fraud like nobody's ever seen before, Indians in a couple of states getting paid to vote. Not allowed to do that. Not allowed to do that. That's in addition to all of those things that you can go into too numerous to talk about. But the one big is that you are not allowed to change your voting procedures, rules and regulations without the approval of the state legislatures, and they didn't get the approvals. The Democrats went to, in all cases, 5 cases, Republican state legislatures, and they asked for these things, and they didn't get them, and they came out and they said, we're doing it. And then our Supreme Court did not have the courage to rule the way they were supposed to. Despite the fact that we had 20 states led by Texas, they didn't have. And the reason we had 20 states is because of the ridiculous procedures. They said that Donald Trump is president of the United States. I don't have standing. Think of it. The president of the United States. We had a rigged election. We had an election that was so bad in so many different ways. But they say the president of the United States doesn't have standing. So instead of me, 20 states, and I have to give a lot of credit to Texas and others, but 20 states went in there and they didn't want to hear it. This wasn't a termination based on facts. This was a termination based on procedure. I think they actually talked about standing, or basically they just didn't want to hear about it. So the Supreme Court of the United States didn't have the guts to do what we should have done. And now they may be back. Isn't that interesting? I guess if they would have known that, maybe they would have felt a little bit differently. And maybe they'll be back. So we're going to see about that. I just want to tell you this. Mike Pompeo made those trips to North Korea with me, and they were historic. Never have I seen so many paparazzi media. Remember that, Mike? There were so many that stretched from that side of the room to that side of the room, and 10 deep. I've never seen anything like it. When we both went on stage, when I went on stage with Kim Jong-un, we got along with him. We would have gotten along with President Putin, except for the fact that we had the Russian hoax going on. And you know what? Getting along, remember this, is a good thing, not a bad thing. The American people want that. But we could have done very well. They have a lot of natural resources. We could have done business with them. Instead, these idiots force them to be partners with China. Okay? Something that you don't want to see happen, something that Mike and I would talk about often. The one thing you know, you force them, but it can all be changed. Getting along with people, my relationship with President Xi likewise was phenomenal until we got hit by the China virus. And if you remember, and you know, Mike is alluding to these different parts, like bringing hostages back from North Korea, and he's right. We didn't pay. We didn't give like Obama, where he gave hundreds of millions of dollars for hostages. You know, when you start doing that, all of a sudden we need a lot of people to go out and get hostages. We brought in 48 hostages from different parts of the world, almost all of them, and we never paid a dime for any of them. No, we don't appreciate it. We do appreciate it.
love this guy.
Yes, we do.
Gotta love this guy.
Oh, I done lost. There we go. Oh, they love it. They love it.
They were getting ready to complete the wall. They said, first thing, stop building the wall. Now they want to start building it again.
They said America is screwed. Well, they said without POTUS. Exactly.
Mike went to Harvard. He was number one at Harvard. Harvard Law School. He was number one at West Point.
I was going to say, I thought he went to Pompeo.
I started Pompeo. He seems like a good guy. And I'm a person that believes in academics. They said, well, here's his list. I said, oh, wow, that's good. General Douglas MacArthur was number one. He looks good.
He looks very good.
So Mike Pompeo was
Very good.
And
Exactly. Hey. I worked with him since 2015. I was burned out. I was on the Veterans Advisory Board with him. I'm Trump. I'm Veterans for Trump. Here I go. Wait a minute. Here I go. Sorry, guys. I was burned out after 5 years.
he did a hell of a job. And I have to say, just in wrapping up, because all I'm doing is closing for this guy. This guy is fantastic. I have to say, and they want me to keep going. Is they didn't treat us like they're treating this Biden administration. They didn't treat us. They didn't treat us like they did in Alaska with Biden, where they talked so badly about the United States, China. They never talked to us that way. Because we would have doubled up the tariffs and we would have said, that's fine. Let's go. We would have done very well. They never ever talked to us that way. And Russia now is saying, you send ships over, we're going to have a lot of problems. And Obama backed down. He's not sending ships. Nobody's ever talked, Putin never talked that way to me. And nobody has ever heard China talk to our country the way they're talking. They're threatening our country right now. They never threaten. They have boats all over Taiwan now. They have planes flying right over the middle of Taiwan. You never even heard the word Taiwan
Next year.
mentioned during the
Same time next year.
And you
I'm
never
looking for
heard
you too.
anyone going into Ukraine and knocking the hell out of Ukraine. It's a very sad thing that's happening. Our country in a very
You too,
short
baby.
period of time has lost the respect of the rest of the world and from the rest of the world. Nobody's ever talked to us the way we're being spoken to right now. So I just want to say, what did we read in 2022? We never forget 2020 and the investigations continue. Okay, thank you very much. By the way, go ahead and taking a check here right away, just like you said. Stand up, please. We're great real estate. Nobody cares about real estate.
We do. Yes, we do. Have a good evening.
Oh, shit.
因为川普讲话的这一个视频啊，实在是太抖了，太晃了，所以呢，就用一些图片来把它遮盖住。重要的是川普总统讲话的内容。